Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, glad you're here. Today we're diving into one of the most important fundamentals in Figma, working with layers. It might seem simple at first, but once you really understand how layers work, everything in your design workflow becomes faster, cleaner, and way more manageable. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know how to navigate, hide, lock, and organize your layers with confidence. Let's get started. First, go ahead and open up Figma, either in your browser or the desktop app. Once you're in your file, direct your attention to the left-hand side of the screen. You'll see the Layers panel. This is where every single element in your design is listed: text, images, shapes, frames, and groups. Think of this panel as the blueprint of your design. Everything you see on the canvas exists here in a structured list, and the way you organize this list can make a huge difference, especially when your project starts getting more complex. Now, let's start with one of the simplest but most useful actions: hiding layers. Hover over any layer in the panel and you'll see a small eye icon. Click that and the element disappears from your canvas. Don't worry, it's not deleted, it's just hidden. You can click the eye again to bring it back. This is incredibly helpful when you're working on a busy layout and want to focus on just one section. Instead of getting distracted by everything else, you can temporarily hide layers and keep your workspace clean. Next, let's talk about locking layers. This is a lifesaver when you're fine-tuning designs. Imagine you've got a background or a key element perfectly placed, but while adjusting something else, you accidentally move it. That's where locking comes in. Right next to each layer, you'll see a lock icon. Click it, and that layer is now locked in place. You won't be able to select or move it until you unlock it. This is especially useful for things like backgrounds, headers, or any element you don't want to accidentally mess up while working on other parts of your design. Now let's move into organizing your layers, which is where things really start to level up. In Figma, layers are arranged in a hierarchy. That means you can have frames, and inside those frames, groups, and inside those groups, individual elements. You can click and drag layers up or down in the panel to change their order. This affects how elements stack visually on your canvas. Layers higher in the list appear on top, and layers lower down sit behind. You can also group elements together. Just select multiple layers, right-click, and choose Group. This keeps related items together and makes your file much easier to navigate. For example, if you're designing a card component, grouping the text, image, and button together helps keep everything organized as one unit. Another useful trick is renaming your layers. It might feel like a small thing, but instead of leaving names like Rectangle 1 or Text 3, give your layers meaningful names like Header, CTA button, or Profile image. When you come back to your file later or share it with a team, this makes a huge difference. Now, sometimes your layers panel can get really crowded, especially in larger projects. That's where a handy shortcut comes in. Press Alt and L and Figma will collapse all your groups and frames. This gives you a clean, simplified view, so you're not scrolling through a massive list trying to find one element. And here's one more helpful tip. If something on your canvas isn't behaving the way you expect, maybe you can't click it or it seems hidden, check your Layers panel. It might be underneath another layer, locked or hidden. The Layers panel is often the fastest way to troubleshoot those little issues. So, to recap, you've learned how to navigate the Layers panel, hide and show elements, lock layers to prevent accidental edits, organize your design using groups, and keep everything clean with simple shortcuts. Once you get comfortable with layers, you'll notice your workflow becomes a lot smoother. You'll spend less time searching for elements and more time actually designing. If you found this helpful, go ahead and give it a like. If you've got questions or want more Figma tips, drop them in the comments. I'd love to help. And don't forget to subscribe for more easy, practical design tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.